Okay, I am going to show you, I'm going to review, and before I start, I just want to tell y'all that I love you and keep me in your prayers. Hopefully everything will work out. Okay, so we're going to start with compound inequalities. I know Miss Williams reviewed this with y'all, but I wanted to just go ahead and make sure that you understand how to solve a compound inequality. Okay, compound means that it has more than one side. There's two of them. Okay, so you have two inequalities here. This is the middle of it. This says x minus 4 is greater than, right there, greater than or equal to negative 5. So I'm going to write that one over here. And since I like my x's on the left side, I'm going to write my x minus 4. And it's greater than or equal to negative 5. Okay? And my second inequality would be x minus 4 is less than or equal to 13. So you're going to solve both of these. You're going to add 4 to both sides, and you get x is greater than or equal to negative 5 plus 4 would be negative 1. And add 4, x is less than or equal to 17. Okay, so if you had a number line, and let's just estimate, this is not going to be exact, but let's just say negative 1 is right here, and then 17 is right here. Okay, so it needs to be greater than negative 1, and remember, if it has the equal to sign, it is a closed circle. Greater than negative 1 would be to the right of negative 1. And then it stops at 17. And it's a closed circle because it's less than or equal to 17. So this would be any number within this range would be a solution to the inequality. So x could be negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to 17. Okay? And those are your solutions. On your test, that would be what your solution would be. And then if I ask you to graph it on a number line, you would do it like you did the bottom. Okay? Alright, we're going to move on to another one. Let's see if I can get it to clear. Okay. For the next one, we're going to do negative 12 is less than 2 minus 5x is less than or equal to 17. And I'm going to change my marker because that's a little bit too big. Okay, so here is our inside, 2 minus 5x, and that is greater than negative 12, and 2 minus 5x is less than or equal to 17. So we have to solve both of these. Subtract 2, and you get negative 5x is greater than negative 14. Now, when you divide by a negative, I don't care that negative 14, I don't care that it's negative. If I'm dividing by a negative on both sides, or multiplying by a negative on both sides, I keep bring the x down, and I turn the inequality sign around. Then just follow your integer rules. Negative 14 divided by negative 5 is positive 14 over 5. And the second one, you're going to subtract 2, and you get 15. And you're going to divide by negative 5. And you get x is greater than or equal to negative 3. Okay, so if you were to graph this on the number line, okay, x is less than 14 over 5, and x is greater than or equal to negative 3. First of all, negative 3 is smaller. 14 over 5, here's 0. 14 over 5 is 2 4/5. 5 will go into 14 2 times with a remainder of 4. So 2 4/5 would be somewhere in between here. So we want the 14/5 to be an open circle, and we want the greater than or equal to negative 3 to be a closed circle. Okay, so it has to be greater than negative 3 and less than 14 over 5. So any number in between here, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, and then it would stop at 14/5. And that would be your solution. One thing I forgot to mention earlier, you can rewrite your answer back to what you started with in that form. So if you were to write it, you want x is less than 14 over 5. Your bigger number goes on the right side, and x is greater than or equal to negative 3. That's how you can write a compound inequality. Okay? Moving on. Let's see. I think we need to do maybe one more. Let's do 4x minus 1 is greater than or equal to 7, or, so this time we have an or, 9x over 2 is less than 3. Okay, so to solve this, you would add 1. 4x is greater than or equal to 8. Divide both sides by 4. We're not dividing by a negative. So x is greater than or equal to 2. Or, to solve this one, an easy way to solve to get rid of a fraction is to multiply by its reciprocal. So I'm going to erase or for a second, so we'll have a little room. If I multiply by the reciprocal, well, 2 over 9 is 18, and 2 times 9 is 18, 9 times 2 is 18. 18 over 18 leaves you with 1x, so they cancel. So now I want you to do the other side the same way. Now you have a 3 over 1, so multiply straight across and you end up with 6/9. You can simplify that. You can even use your calculator to simplify that. Math, enter. 6 divided by 9, math, enter. So x is less than 2/3. To graph this, you want here's 0. Let's say 2 is right here. And then 2/3 is almost to 1. Okay, so let's graph greater than or equal to 2. Well, here's 2, closed circle. The numbers greater than 2 are to the right, because the numbers get bigger the farther right you go. Okay, because if it's bigger than 2, well, that would be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? Now, when you go to 2/3, and you can estimate 2/3, if we broke this up into thirds, 1/3, 2/3, 3/3. So this would be, 3/3 would be 1. So this would be 2/3. Make you an open circle, and less than would be to the left. So any value that is less than 2/3 is a solution, and any value that is 2 or greater is a solution to the compound inequality. I hope this helps you review for your test. I will also send this, I'm going to try to send this in Remind, so if you need to go back and watch it again, you can. If you have any questions, you can write me a message and get it to me. I can get Miss Williams to get it to me, and if I need to answer any of those questions, I can make a video to answer those. Okay, that's it. Thank you.